Hello, it's me. We've got another new deck today. However, this one is on the cheaper side, right? This isn't an expensive deck. I don't think it's won any tournaments or anything like that. But one thing I will say is I really wanted to use this Pokemon when I'd seen it, and it was Donphan. So here's a Donphan list. As you can see, we run a 2-2 line of Donphan Fanpy. We got Lucario in there as well for obvious reasons to increase that damage, right? And Sudowoodo ×2 we've using. The reason why we're using Sudowoodo is because initially it was Hitmonlee for this deck. And then I honestly forgot how strong Sudowoodo was. So I've added that in. Now, we do lack Leaf here, I feel like. And I was going to put Shaman in, but then I thought, well, in an ideal world, you want Lucario out twice, a Donphan, a Sudowoodo, right? So I didn't want to add Shaman into that mix, okay? However, we've got one Dawn in there, which can be removed for a Leaf. The Dawn is only there just in case I start with Sudowoodo and I have to, if I brick and I put 2 energies to it, I can retreat it with an X speed and then throw the other energy over to Donphan or whatever, yeah? So we've done it that way. We've got Sabrina in there. We've got Pokemon Communications and the X speeds. Again, Leaf is probably missing, and I might change that up, but I'm going to see how it plays, and then we'll make decisions if we want to change it afterwards. But remember, all the decks that you see on the channel are always going to be in the link description. Also, if there's any changes, I update them on there as well. So if, let's say I do make that change at the end, you'll see it. Anyway, let's get into some games right now. Right, okay then. So this is Donphan. Donphan Lucario. I like this, man. So initially we were using Hitmonlee, but we decided to put Sudowoodo in before I made this video, right? I was looking at it, I was like, Sudowoodo's really strong, man. I'll put it in. But we did have to make some other changes to the deck. So initially we were running Giant's Cape and stuff, but we're not doing that now. We are going first, however. We start with Riolu and Lucario. We got 2 Pokemon Communications in hand, which is very, very good as well. I think my only issue with this one is retreat costs. So that Dawn, you can remove the Dawn and put a Leaf in. And it's probably something I'm going to do at the end of it, but I don't know yet. So we'll see how it plays in these next games. And if Dawn becomes like really helpful, then yeah, we'll keep it. Really good here. Arceus, double Arceus start, but Riolu's here. Riolu is going to hurt you. All right, okay. So what I'm going to probably do is force into the... Okay, we got an X speed, which is actually really strong here, especially if we get Sudowoodo. We didn't. We got another Riolu, which isn't bad. Isn't bad right now. Although, hold on. Let's just go for the Sudowoodo because we've got X speed, right? Or whatever we get, Fampi, if needs be. That'll work as well because we'll have Lucario pumping out the damage as well. Roll out. This is going to be okay. I'm happy with that. We're not switching in just yet. We won't switch in just yet. We'll wait till the next turn. We'll X speed, get the Lucario out, get the Fampi going, and then we'll go from there. It is quite an awkward one because Arceus could get online pretty quickly. Now, I kind of wish that I stuck with the Fampi. Sorry, the Riolu, so we would have had 2 of them. That would have been very strong, actually. But again, this is Donphan and Lucario, right? So we're going to switch these out. Granted, we do start getting out some damage, which is around about 60 right now because we'll get Lucario's ability as well. I think what I will do in this case is Communications that Lucario to see what else we can get. Right, okay, let's see. Lucario goes. What do we get in exchange? We got Riolu. And I'm happy to play Riolu out. That's fine. The rollout is still going to do quite a decent damage here, 40. And then the 60 because of weakness, right? So we're already pumping out some damage. If that was Sudowoodo, though, it would have been severe damage this early as well. Ultimate Force is going to come off next turn, which is a problem. It is a problem. Unless we get... Well, let's see. We've got Dawn. So what I will do here is I'm going to power up the Lucario so Lucario can finish off the Arceus afterwards. We'll still roll out for 60. We don't need to Dawn, but we can Dawn if we get, let's say, another Donphan on the bench ready. See, this is why this is a cheap deck. However, very strong in the current meta simply because of Arceus. Because Arceus is used in a lot of the very powerful decks at the moment. So you do get a lot out. Like, this will kill the Fampi. It will. But that's 3 energy cost. That dies next turn because of Lucario. I like this a lot. You can run Marshadow in this, like a 1-1 Sudowoodo Marshadow if you wanted to as well. Or you can even put a Shaman in there. There's a lot of little variations you can make in this, depending on what you've pulled. We've got another Fampi. And I will play that out. I'm going to get the... Is it Submarine Blow. It's doing 80 damage, so we do take that Arceus out. There we go. That's 2 take. He's only taken the 1 point so far. There's no EXs in my deck, which means he'd have to still take 2 more, right? If he's only got Arceus in play, though, he can survive 2 turns. And then the Arceus is gone. So there is that. We do run Sabrina. You could run a Cyrus if you wanted to. Remove the Dawn, add a Cyrus, whatever you want to do. I think we're in a very good position here, though. Specifically now that we got Donphan on the table as well. Yeah, there we go. We take the first win. It's a cheap deck, this, but current meta is very, very good with it. Now, Donphan's quite hard to actually get going. I just really wanted to use him, but it's a free energy cost. If you do get him going, though, he's very hard to beat because he does 60 damage, and then it does another 60 damage on the next time he does it. So it's a 120. It's an Arceus. It's doing 140. If it's got 2 Lucarios, it's pumping the damage out. You know what I mean? Right. So that's the first game. Apologies, man. I'm having to pause here because I keep coughing. Right. It's really warm for whatever reason at the minute. And hay fever is through the roof, or allergies are through the roof. So it's a little bit early in the morning. It's like 10. It's not that early, but it's 10. And it just makes me cough loads because it's on my chest. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, let's get into another one, man. I liked how that performed then. More Arceus decks, please, especially ones that brick just for 2 Arceus. It's good for me if you do that, because then I can kill you. You know what I mean? It's all right. It's okay. Okay, we go again. Now, he's got an Arceus in display picture, which means there's an Arceus on play. 100%. I've got it. I've got it. Right, Riolu and Fampi start. I'm going to start with Fampi up front. Riolu on the bench. Oh, it's Carnivine. Oh, no. This is bad. This is real bad for me because he's weak to it. And if he gets Arceus in play, that does 50 damage straight away, which is a kill on Fampi. So, this is bad news. This is real bad news, actually. I'm not sure on the Dawn still. Dawn is definitely a card you can throw out and put something else. Wow. That's the only Arceus art that I've got 500 Arceus EXs. Not this one, though. He is already killing that, though. He is already killing it. We have to literally just let it die. There's no way we can sort that out because Carnivine is very strong with Arceus early. We have this deck, actually. I haven't made a video on this yet, but I do plan to. I like it. It's very, very nice. Does kill it straight away. We need Riolu. We need Lucario. Otherwise, we're just lost, haven't we? We would need Lucario now. We still wouldn't even kill it, but we'd need Lucario. We got Donphan. We have got Pokemon Communication, which might be able to save us here. But I'm guessing we're going to get Sudowoodo. Because we haven't seen it yet. I knew it! I knew it! And that's weak to Leaf as well, right? Yeah. We're pretty much in a situation where we can't win. But what we'll do is we'll X-Speed into the Sudowoodo because it's going to do 70, right? So he doesn't die, but that's our only play until we get Lucario out of the table, if we can get it. It does 20 damage, which does put it in range for Lucario if we do get Lucario, though. So there is that to it. So it's pretty good. We've still got a chance, but this is a big weakness one for us. Oh, Executor as well. So I think the one I run with this is I run Heracross in it as well, because I wanted to try the Heracross card out. Right, okay, 70. Pokeball's not going to be enough. This is not good. I'm going to put Fampi out in case we hit Donphan on the next turn, and then we'll go from there. Because if we hit Donphan, we can... And I've got X speed as well. Yeah, okay. So what we'll do is we'll bait the kill for Sudowoodo, then retreat to Fampi, or like go into Fampi once it dies. Hope for a Donphan, Dawn the energy from Riolu, and then if this Dawn play works and it gets us on board, we're okay. It's not going to work, because I've just noticed that Arceus is ready to go as well. And he's only going to take one more after this, and it'll kill the Fampi, the Donphan really easily. I think we've lost here. Well, we've definitely lost, I believe. We'll see if the play comes off, though. Donphan? Donphan doesn't even kill that either. We did get the Donphan, so you're going to get to see the play that I would make. Let's say we weren't playing against grass deck, right? We could go like this. We got the Dawn, and that's where Dawn comes situational, but it does come in play. The rolling spin does 60 damage, but he can kill me with Arceus, which he's likely to do, right? That's the only unfortunate bit. He's already healed with Erica and whatnot, so there is that. We do 120 that. We'd actually kill the Arceus next turn in one hit with Donphan without Lucario. So in an ideal world, that's how it would have played out, right? And I used to run Giant's Cape in this deck. I probably should, but at the same time, it's 130. A Giant's Cape would stop that from killing me, so that could be quite a good play as well. Okay, so Dawn could be removed for Giant's Cape. Don't mind losing that one, because we've learned a lot. Don't go against grass decks with it. Remember, it can be quite awkward. And he got Carnivine out. I didn't really get much going. It was still nice, though. It's still nice. We'll play another one. We'll play another one. I don't mind that, because it won the first game, right? It won the first game, and it's a cheaper deck. I feel like we've done some cheap decks that aren't that great, but this one I feel like it is very, very good, and it's cheap to play, right? Because when I say cheap, I just mean it's not like big EXs that you need, big supporters that you can get and stuff. You can get a lot of this, and there's a lot that you can change around if you don't have it, right? So it's not too bad. You don't have to run the Mars Shadow. And if you did have it, you could. It's entirely up to you, you know? So I'm going to go Phanpy. Then I've got a Pokeball, hope for a Sudowoodo, then X-Speed the Phanpy into Sudo. Dialga. All right, okay, so we know we guaranteed a couple of turns here where we're okay. So, okay, we got a Sudo. I'll play that out right now. I'm going to Pokeball and hope for a Riolu. We got another Phanpy. We don't want to play that just yet. I want to research in hope for a Riolu. Or a Pokeball. Lucario and an X-Speed. X-Speed's very, very good. So we would X-Speed into Sudowoodo and then get the Phanpy ready on the bench, right? That's the idea. Okay, we'll end turn there. We can't really do anything this turn. He will start Metallic Turbo soon. However, Sudowoodo does do 50 damage to that EX straight away. The only awkward side of this, obviously, is the two retreat cost on Phanpy. You got to remember that. You got to remember it. Riolu is very, very strong here as well. Now, Donphan, it brings it up too much. So we're going to X-Speed twice just to get Sudowoodo on the board so we can start doing serious damage, right? It's very situational. You can run a Leaf here as well. So, you know, it's one of them. Sudowoodo comes out. Really like that art on the Sudowoodo as well. And then the Donphan can go into play. Then we only need the one energy here to start attacking. That does 50 damage. It's going to do 70 on the next turn. Very, very strong early as well, Sudowoodo. 50 damage, man. It's powerful, isn't it? That was Arceus, 70 damage. Mew. Okay. The good thing is when he's using Genome Hacking Mew is we don't need to worry too much unless he uses Rolling Spin. We won't have Rolling Spin out too early, so we're okay there. Sabrina. We'll go into Riolu. We'll go into Riolu because Riolu is only a 1 cost to retreat, right? And it takes 30 damage. So I think that's probably a good thing. Because we can just play the 1 energy over and keep the Sudowoodo out. It's forced me away from the Rolling Spin, right? It has forced me away from that. It's a 1 energy retreat on Riolu, which we're going to need. So we will do that now. He could still do 100 damage here, though. So that is a possible play that he'll do. And we have to be careful of it. And the reason why he could do it is he could Dawn. He could Dawn, play 1 energy to Dialga and hit for 100 and then kill the Sudowoodo, right? So we do have to be cautious. I'm hoping that's not the play he's going for. Because, well, he must do because Genome Hacking isn't going to do much here, right? Oh, a quick one. If you are still watching, right, make sure, obviously, like and subscribe and all that. But we may be having, well, I definitely am getting some Pokemon cards soon, right? Real life stuff. It's only going to be a small box, but I'm going to film it and I'll do a little video for you. It's only going to be like a couple of boosters. It's not going to be much, but I just wanted to do it and just to test out the equipment and stuff because I do have the equipment to do that now because I really want to do that. So just bear that in mind. He didn't go for the heavy impact, which is perfect because fighting Headbutt's not going to do anything from you. We're in a very good spot. I'm going to play the 1 energy to Donphan, play the Sudowoodo out. The reason for this is because that Sudowoodo is going to die soon, right? But there we go. We get the kill on the Dialga. We're already further ahead here. Mew can only copy the Pokemon's attack, right? So he could potentially go into Lucario with a Cyrus, but that would be it. If he's Sabrina's, I just play the Sudowoodo out. And Mew's then doing 20 damage a turn. Which is nothing. Which is nothing. We don't obviously have any X speeds left, which is a problem. The Rocky Helmet to the Mew, fair enough. But we still hit for quite heavy. We still hit heavy. Giovanni doing 30 damage. We will kill ourselves from that. It's quite a good play, actually. And in a way, I think it's a play that we will continue with, because I think that's very, very good for us. Because even if we attack, we still do 70 damage. Let's see what we got in the research first. Maybe we don't even attack, but then he gets a free kill on the next turn. So there is that. We got Dawn. Very good. We can Pokeball, hope for the Riolu, so then we can get another Lucario going for Donphan. Yeah, nice. Then in which case, this is probably a good play. So I'm going to go for Fighting Headbutt. We'll take the kill. Or he'll take the kill, rather. Okay. But he's at 60 HP. So he sort of forces the Arceus or the other Mew play, right? We don't want to put Donphan in, because Donphan, he can copy a 60 damage move there. So we'll play the Sudowoodo in. This is where Dawn would be better if it was a Leaf. So we did get to see the Dawn play in the last one, even though it didn't work. But the Cyrus, okay. Actually, not bad for us, though. Not bad for us if he intends on hitting with that Mew, because Donphan takes the Mew. It doesn't take the Mew now, though. It doesn't take the Mew now. It was good play. It was very, very good play, because he knows that's what I'm going to go into, right? I tell you, I'm not even mad if I lose this one, because he's played really well, and I've noticed it. He didn't kill the Lucario. All right, okay, so Riolu can go out. So, this is the awkward thing, right? So I could hit him for 40. I need to remove that Lucario from play, right? So if I was to do this, I'd play the energy, Dawn 1 energy, retreat it into Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo then takes an attack, but if he's got it sitting on another Cyrus, we're in a bad position, right? This is the only thing we're playing those 2x speeds and not a Leaf instead of the Dawn. But we're going to have to do it like this and take another turn to get Donphan ready, because otherwise we've lost, right? So we're not going to do it. We're not going to kill this Lucario off, but we are going to retreat into Sudowoodo, so he doesn't really have any options on the attack, right? Okay. And we'll have to end turn there, unfortunately. It's not great, because it sort of puts us back a few steps now, because we've lost energies. But there's not much we can do there. There's not much that we could have done about it. He was down to one card, and he drew a Pokemon Research as well. Arceus for the definite damage there as well is bad. How much is he doing there? 110. This is where Giant's Cape would really work as well. So there's a few things that you can add into this deck, and like, depending on what you see a lot of. If he has another Cyrus, he has a Sabrina, he's won. So, I was going to say I could Sabrina here. We do, let's see, we do 140. No, sorry, 120 to this. If we were to Sabrina, then they can do the rolling spin, and that's going to do 60 damage, and then the next turn it does 120, right? I can't do anything yet anyway. If I end this turn and he plays one extra, he's dead. So the only thing that I can possibly do there to try and keep it alive is Sabrina. It's not a great play, but it's the only play that I could have done that doesn't guarantee him the win. I mean, it's still possible that he gets the win. Putting that Mew out in particular, if he intends to attack with Genome Hacking, we get the win from that because we do 100 damage and roll and spin regardless. But he's not going to. He's got the extra Pokemon. Yeah, then there's a switch. Yeah. So that's the only problem with it. Now, again, with this deck, it's cheaper to make. It's very good. Lots of changes that you can make. Unfortunately, it hasn't done very well here. But there is a lot of changes that you can do. You can obviously add a Cyrus in there as well. Cyrus probably would have saved us a little bit here and there. Giant's Cape definitely needs to be put in, I feel like. Pokemon Communication could probably go down to a 1. Remove the Dawn. 1 Leaf, 1 Giant's Cape, maybe. Yeah, that's probably the changes I would make to it. And I'm going to do them right now. Because I just feel like it needs it. It needs it. But I'll change them. I'll change them in the description as well. So don't worry about it. But yeah, there's the deck. So it is a cheaper deck. It didn't work too well in the last couple of games. However, there's a lot of potential with this. And a lot of changes you can make. Like I say, Dawn, I'm going to remove 1 Pokemon Communications. I don't think I need 2. Maybe I do. But I'll try it. And this is how I make the decks, right? So I'll try the ones that I've made first. If there's certain things that I don't like the Dawn. Dawn was too situational. I think I'd get more use out of a Giant's Cape or a Leaf. A Leaf, definitely. A Leaf is 100% needed, I feel like. So 1 less Pokemon Communication, a Leaf, and a Giant's Cape. And a Giant's Cape. That's the other thing that I want to do in it. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. Make sure, if you do want to do any trades and stuff, we do have a trade section in our Discord. So make sure you join the Discord. It's all in the description box down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.